Welcome back to another episode of the R.A.P podcast. We are here again. It is your boy Bandy. We also have Ray here, we have Keith here, and we have Vic here, ready to give you guys another great show. Thank you for tuning in. How is everyone today?
I'm not a fan, but you know he started it, so I just
Doing all right.
one of y'all should have started.
You started all right.
Yeah, I
Go
started.
ahead, start again.
No, you start.
No, I'm cool.
He said, "How y'all doing, y'all?"
Nah, Keith wanted to do it.
Nah, bro. I'm good,
Nah, let
bro.
Vic do the intro. I want to see
I'm
Vic do
cool,
the intro.
bro.
Vic's not gonna do it, bro. He don't have
Welcome
an
back
intro
to the
for
rap.
it.
Yeah, welcome back to the rap pod.
You're joined by Big Man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. How y'all feeling today?
Jazzy.
Yeah, I
feel good.
Niggas is hot.
How you feel today, Bandy?
I'm cool, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't too many bad days in my life for real. I can be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bars.
That was real positive.
Yeah, I thought about that one.
What about you, Vic?
You never thought about that one. I'm cool. Today was a good day, bro. It's Friday. When we back,
Everybody cool since the weather changed, huh?
you ain't cool.
I'm warm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Weather definitely hit me yesterday.
Yeah, we know.
Nah, he's wildin'. He's wildin', yeah.
All right, bro.
He's
Come on.
tripping. How about it? Just feel like when the air conditioner's on in the house, when the AC's on. Like, nah.
Nah, you gonna be sick. You try to get all this
Freezing.
sick.
But that's what it felt like, though. It really felt like just the AC was on. I was like,
When you talking about? Yes.
yesterday,
man.
because I had on shorts. How was I supposed to know I was going to walk out the house and it was going to be 50 degrees outside?
Because it was colder in the
It
morning.
was cold when you walked out the house. At what time?
7:30.
Yeah.
It's freezing at 7:30.
You the reason.
bro. You
Because I
grown.
got
You
in
can
my
wear
car.
whatever you wanna wear.
I literally
Yeah,
was
you can
getting
do
in my
whatever you
car.
want to do, bro.
Because I
You know
literally,
when
I'm
your
getting in
mama
my
used
car.
to be like,
He just asked us,
Put a jacket on.
How was he supposed to know, though?
I got you.
You know when you walk out in the morning.
Yeah, but I'm already outside at this point where I'm supposed to go back in the house. Let
act
me
like
go
it's
back
so
in, change
far
my
away.
whole outfit.
yeah, like his house.
I'm not
so,
doing
like,
that. As soon as I leave the house and lock that door, bro, I'm committed to leaving at that point.
Right.
Only time I'm going back in the house is if I forget my AirPods, though.
Pride.
Y'all ever pulled up to the gym and forgot your AirPods?
Yup.
You drove all the way back to the gym? You drove all the way back
I
home?
will.
Hell yeah. You ever worked out just
But you won't walk
Just
back
straight
home.
Walk
gym music,
right
bro?
back in the house, though.
Nah,
a valid-
because I gotta
that's a
get to
valid-
work
That's a valid.
That's crazy.
Bandy.
on time.
Look, he's about
Yeah,
to throw
there's
it
so
out
much
there.
pressure right now.
He's retaliating. He's about to retaliate against you.
Yeah. Cool. I be on time.
Right.
My time.
Right.
Anyway, bro, shout out Shiesty. Shiesty home, y'all.
Shout out Shiesty.
Shout out Shiesty.
I guess.
Shout out to Shiesty.
They gave that nigga hella chains. Welcome home. Chain.
3-4 whips.
That's crazy. But nah, that's
You think he gonna make music again?
Yeah, he got feed the streets.
He better
He
do
the only one
something.
left from the whole group.
I'm about to say he better do something.
Shit.
Can't get a regular job.
He talking about a regular. All right.
Pooh
Right.
Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty.
Man, come home and do
Alright.
something.
all right. Free. Glad he's home. All right. So
Say free Pooh Shiesty.
nah, for real. But today we wanted to actually, kind of switch things up and have like a overall theme of what we'll talk about. And today we wanted to pretty much talk about like the impact of like community and collaboration. So I want to start with you, Vic. What does, the impact of community and collaboration mean to you?
What's the impact?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Well, what does community and collaboration mean to you?
It means a lot of things, bro. I mean, most importantly, I'll just say what's important to me as far as those two aspects, bro, is collaboration, because I honestly believe that's the only way, bro, that you can get anything done. Of course, you can do things on your own, bro, but it's gonna be much harder to get things done on your own, especially when you do like business or something like that. So collaboration to me is like a high skill to be able to perform, within a team. And then community, bro, that it's the same thing. Like you need people, bro. You need support systems. You need things like that. So I mean, depending on what you're trying to do in life, those two things are going to be very important and very pivotal to me anyway.
What about for you, Keith?
I feel the same way, bro. And then being from like different communities, you know what I'm saying? Like you start to see like every community is different. You feel me? Then on top of that,
My bad.
he's childish, bro. He's childish, bro. Nah, what you laugh for?
Because you said
What you laugh for?
in different communities, other communities is different.
He's a hater, bro.
He's a hater,
Nah,
bro.
but
I was about to get to a point, bro. Like you got.
My bad, gang.
I was just gonna say
The
that
importance of different communities.
it's important to build your community up, and always, you feel me? Everything you do, people who like grow up and like make it out and shit like that. It's important for them to come back and have that collaboration with their community. You feel me? To uphold everybody else, let them know that there's positivity in the world. You know, that's how you keep people going. And you just prepare the people that's up next for, making the right decisions. So pretty much,
Yeah, I could agree. What about you, Ben?
I think community, man. I think it's like one of those community and collaboration is like one of those things that like it's super important, and it definitely does make a difference. Just for the simple fact that I feel like when you're able to put ego aside, put pride aside, put all the shit that really don't matter aside, you'd be surprised how much you can accomplish when niggas just work together. I feel like we live in a world where it's just like, everybody's like a bunch of individualists. Everybody wants to be the person, but I'm like, you can be the person, but I feel like what are you really doing when you're just that person? A lot of times it's like you can be just that person and you're gonna plateau at some point. But when you are able to build a community. Hey man, Kim's back, y'all. We missed her. Shout out to Kim. Kim back in the studio with us, bro. We missed her, so she out here playing. But I think like at a certain point, like when you're by yourself, like you're gonna plateau. There's obviously some, anomalies in that case, but I feel like a lot of times
nobody ever did it by themselves.
Not one, bro.
Not one person. So
I'm not gonna disagree with that. I was just trying to, somebody gonna be like, well, I did it by myself. I ain't had nobody.
There's a red flag.
Nobody did nothing for me.
Yeah. Tease it.
Let me, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you got to answer.
No, you go.
Yeah, it's your turn.
No, you go.
No, I agree with all y'all.
Nah, you can't agree. What's your perspective?
No, I really think like when it comes to community, bro, it's like kind of where you surround yourself by as far as like where you at a certain point in life and how you utilize, well, like you always say, utilize that ecosystem around you. So whether it's kids going to a community center, you know what I'm saying, that's where they would always go to, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's like certain neighborhoods or whatever, like the way that your community is around you, like it really, really impacts you on the upbringing. And more so with like collaboration, it's more so like y'all said, bro, like it's better to collab than to compete, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if more people came together, you can get more shit done. But you do got motherfuckers that kind of want to do what the next person is doing because they think that, they can probably do it better or, whatever. So it's like, it's most definitely way, way better to collab than to compete with each other. So that's my perspective on both of them.
I agree. Let me ask y'all, bro, since we on community first, in y'all's opinion, what's the responsibility of a community?
To look out for each other.
Stick together. You know what I'm saying?
What's that look like to y'all?
Taking care of the youth, bro. Like passing the torch when the torch needs to be passed, and protecting like the next generation at all costs.
You know, that's the basic front too. And then that's my point of like communities can be different. So like one community might stand on like different values than another one. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on what that community needs to stay together. So that's where I say the two mix as far as like collaboration goes and the importance of it, because you can't work together. Like you said, it's an ecosystem. Like, you know, you need that to survive, basically.
Right.
Oh.
Right. What about you, Bendy? You said to protect each other. Is that what you said?
Nah, I
Or to
think
look out for each other.
to look out for each other.
Yeah.
I think granted, as human beings, as individuals, like we're not obligated to do anything, you know? But at the same time, I think there is kind of just a sense of morality of it all to, you know, look out for your neighbor in some say. Even if it could be something as simple as like me pulling up to Ray, like, you know what I'm saying, like the cliche shit, like, hey Ray, you got some sugar I can borrow. You know what I'm saying? I need some sugar. I'm trying to make some Kool-Aid. Type shit. It's like it starts with something as small as that, but it can also kind of grow to something that we've created, where you just got four guys that just kind of who didn't know each other from a lick of paint at one point, but over time just kind of grew a bond and was able to put egos aside, like, and really say, hey, you know what I'm saying? We all got common interests. Everybody's cool. So it's just like, I think we in itself were able to build a community within ourselves, and I think we all look out for each other. We look out for each other from a business standpoint. We look out for each other from, you know, just even as friends standpoint. Like I said, like we dead ass literally just met each other at work, and within, you know, like the past year, like, you know what I'm saying, we low key became a family for real.
We've been getting to it, yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So it's really about looking out for each other for me personally.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So like, we understand like the positivity of things, like the values collaborative community can bring and all of that. What do you think like hinders collaboration in the community?
Ego, bruh. Ego and greed. I think, and I mean, that's like, I feel like the perfect example is like, you could just look at the world now. Like, just look at the United States as a whole now, bro. Like, I feel like we're in the position that we're in for the pure point of just like greed and ego.
Yeah. The government shut down.
Ego.
Know what that means?
Bro,
You know when that happens.
I promise you, bro, like when it comes to like the political shit, like Republicans and Democrats, bro, that shit ain't nothing but a dick measuring contest between people who don't give a fuck
pause.
about
Pause.
niggas don't give a fuck about what really is important, which is the people. Them niggas just trying to one up each other type shit. So it's just like, to me, I've always been the type of person who's just like, fuck both them niggas, bro. Democrats, Republicans, fuck all of them. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, what the reality of it is that if them niggas like actually paid attention more so on the shit that they actually do agree on, more so than the one, like the very small shit, like how many people actually care about the shit that they really try to make big deals? Like, why is, I hate to do this, but like, why is transgender being the main talking point of Donald Trump? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's stupid.
Right.
Like,
It's
when
other
there's
shit
like,
to worry about.
yeah, there's bigger shit to worry about than that. But when you look at them, like, that's just like, that's one thing that they trying to push. They trying to push the shit that don't matter. They're so focused on the small shit that they don't disagree with, when in reality, I guarantee you, if they sat there and talked, they probably agree on more shit than they do disagree type shit. Yeah. And that's the shit I go back to, like ego and shit.
And I think that shit like trickles down like to the community for real. Like if you got
What trickles down?
like the clashing and the competing,
Oh, okay.
when you could, you know, literally come together and make more shit happen. But I think more so it's really everybody wants to be in competition. Everybody wants to be that person And it's like, if y'all collab together, then everything would be straight. Rather than saying like, hey, I can actually do that better than such and such. Why not collab and move with an engine type shit? You know what I'm saying? So I think mostly like even in our city, bro, like you got people that would rather hate on somebody that's doing something good,
Right.
that's trying to make a name for themselves or whatever, than actually support. So I think that's where the biggest downfall is. It's like, hey, everybody's just wants to do everything by themselves and for themselves more so.
Yeah, nah, facts. I definitely noticed that here for a minute. But what I can say is Louisville been better about they hate.
It's because of us.
But I mean,
been good,
that's in
yeah.
every city though.
Yeah, I'm saying this hate that come in every city, but you know, it's like a actual stigma, like in Louisville. Like,
Yeah.
you
We
feel
the
me? Like,
change.
He's a
People
hater.
be
He's
hating.
a hater, bro.
I'm not hating. Y'all, bro, y'all say it all the time. It's a
been-
problem
Y'all do
when I
say that
it,
shit
'cause
all the time, bro.
It's a problem when I say it because I ain't
He's
from
a,
here.
he's a yeah.
Now I'm hating.
He's an intruder. He's a
Now I'm hating. It's crazy.
Nah,
No,
he's not
it's
a hater.
definitely hating Memphis for sure. But I'm just saying, like here, like people actually focus on it. Like, that's a Louisville thing. Like we know that people are gonna hate off rip.
Hey,
like,
focusing on hating is crazy.
You feel me?
Okay, all right. So, y'all said ego, right?
Niggas that wake up ready to hate on
Y'all
somebody.
think that's like a male thing, or y'all think it's
Nah,
just
that's
like,
a people thing.
Nah, that's a
I don't
person.
care. Like women got egos too, bro.
Everybody do.
Everybody got egos.
I agree. What about the greed part?
Everybody greedy.
Ego and
especially
greed, male and female.
especially like here. Like I think now, motherfuckers is greedy, bro. And that shit, I think that shit is from all the way from
Like,
relationships.
How was that showing in the
Like,
community?
what would you actually mean like by greed? Like,
I think
everybody know what greedy mean,
yeah,
but to
I
this
think
particular topic,
obviously there's corporate greed. We all kind of experience that on a daily basis. Just a lot of times is just something as simple as just rent, bro. I think rent that shit is just greed at the end of the point, because it's like a lot of these
Rent?
places,
Rent?
yeah, like bro, like landlords are greedy.
Okay, so look.
all right, bro. We're not just
Hold on.
Nah,
Nah, let him rock.
Nah, but I'm saying like you asked me like what examples of greed. I feel like that's to me. I feel like
Yeah, I feel
corporate
you.
So if you-
greed is a thing. Like I feel like
feel you,
just the simple fact that the rent is so expensive. I feel like the basis of that comes from greed. Why? Because everybody just want to make as much money as they can, which I ain't got a problem with.
Right.
But it comes a point where it's just like you want to make money, but it's at the detriment to others, and 9 times out of 10 it's for no reason. So I mean, I know it's a crazy example, but it's just like, how many places have you or know somebody who's visited a place where it's just like rent's probably like $1,500 and you looking at the place like, this ain't worth no $1,500. Like shit like that is like greed.
Is that the landlord's fault?
But
Or
I'm
is that the
saying,
person who moved in?
Or does that depend on what area it's in?
It
It
depends
might
on
be
all of those
deeper.
things.
It depends on. a lot
I mean,
more.
it is
might be
deeper because it's
economy.
like, bro, like
It could be all of
it was
those.
it was a statistic that showed where pretty much like a lot of like single family homes were bought up by like corporate companies, bro.
Right.
Why? So they can pretty much rent it out. So basically, it's like it makes it harder for us to sit there and own a home because they're taking all the homes. To me, I
But
feel
it's
like
been
that's
like that,
that's
though, bro.
greed.
It's not. That's not a new thing.
It's not a thing, but it's to me, it's still greedy.
That happens in every economy, bro. Whether it be a good economy or
That don't mean it's not greedy.
Okay, so say you get into real estate, bro, and you own a property, right? And the economy calls for you to raise your rent. Like you don't have a choice in order to keep your property.
But you have to. I mean that's cool, but you have to get to the root of it all. And I truly believe that the root of it all is greed. That's the root of it all. Like it's just greed to me.
I mean,
I
I
think-
respect it. I'm just
You know what I'm saying? I think relationships. I think a lot of relationships in 2025 and shit is greed, because everybody's for themselves. Everybody wants more for themselves.
Why is that? Why? That's for everybody, bro. Why y'all feel like everybody's out for themselves? We said it a couple times. Why y'all feel like that?
I mean, I ain't say I agree,
You don't agree?
but I agree. So what I'm gonna say is,
This guy.
what I'm saying is that like at this point, we just go based off economy. Everybody is worried about themselves because everybody trying to survive.
Survival mode.
You know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree
Like,
with that
and
for
that's
sure.
with inflation and everything. You
kinda
just trying to
gotta-
make it.
Tariffs.
You know, like
Terrorists. Right.
ter- right. Yeah, the tariffs. But then
Yeah, my Chinese store don't even got regular Coca-Cola products no more.
What they got?
It's because of tariffs.
They got all
It's the
water
tariffs.
bottles in
The
there.
tariffs.
all water bottles.
Yeah. You go to get Chinese from the mall, bro. They used to have the Gatorades, the
Selections. Nope.
looking
The
at
one
now,
Gatorade sitting up
it's all
there.
waters, and they got the little dispensers. You want Coke? You want that? Hell no, I don't want that shit. I want the Gatorade.
To be fair,
My bad, but yeah,
we
you're right
all
there.
should be
It's
drinking water.
They ain't got a Mountain Dew bottle right over there.
Right.
Man, that ain't mine.
Right.
I don't need to drink Mountain Dew.
Smack that.
But yeah, everything's. I mean, relationships can be greedy. I mean, there's a lot of trick culture these days on top of all that. So I feel like everybody just chasing a lifestyle. You feel me? Everybody focused on the next person, not themselves and the stuff that's around them.
Yeah.
No,
Nobody actually knows what they really want for themselves. I don't think people actually sit down and think about what I want for me and the people around me. They just think about what other people get and feel like I should get it.
Then y'all feel like this is the majority of people.
I feel like these days, like it's hard to find people like you know, genuine like you did back
Yeah.
in the day. So
I think finding somebody that's like genuine and authentic it's almost rare these days.
but what I will say is when it comes to the greed, like having a negative impact on the community part, like so those greedy people, they having kids, you passing them traits on to your kids. You feel me? Your kids growing up in they younger community, you know what I'm saying? They with the younger kids, this and that, they trying to have shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to be, yeah, I'm on top, I got this, I got that.
So
I'm gonna do what it take. You feel me? Like based off the people who's around them in that community.
yeah, so I would ask, like, what do y'all think that it stems from the community that they was brought up in?
I think
So, like, I don't, because y'all just said that, hey, it's hard to find genuine people. You know what I'm saying? It was much easier to find genuine people back in the day. Back in the days, the generation that raised the motherfuckers that kind of run the world now.
Yeah.
So, since everybody's so fucked up now, how do you think that the community, that the people that was more genuine, quote unquote, raised these people that are filled with greed and yada,
baby boomers are definitely greedy, bro. Because if it wasn't for baby, like if it was
community though,
I think
He's been
back,
working on this shit all day.
back to like I really do think baby boomers really fucked it up for us, bro.
Why?
But I'm asking
What's
you, bro,
your, what's
is it
your
because of the
facts?
community? It's like going
I think-
back to like the influences.
I
because
think
of the
bad
environment that
seeds,
was right.
bad seeds trickle down.
Yes.
You feel me? Like I feel that's why I brought up like they having kids. You feel me? Like, and that spread. So like, what if one person have like 8 kids? You feel
Why
me?
did
And-
baby boomers fuck us up?
Yeah, that's
Cause
pretty-
think about it. Like I feel like baby boomers were lived in a time period like they're literally like probably like the richest generation. So
Is that fact or no?
it
damn near.
damn near.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Nah, like damn. I mean, we can
We
like
making a whole lot of money these days.
Yeah,
but like,
that's a lot.
yeah, like
That's a lot of-
but you gotta think
everything
about it
more
like but you
expensive.
gotta think
Money on
about
the
like
fuck.
people like baby boomers like in the 60s. You gotta think about it like they started a lot of shit, whether it be like oil money, all that shit. Like they got like a
Baby
lot of
boomers?
well, baby boomers, they got like a lot of old money. So a lot of that shit was, and you know how they pretty much like the whole trickle down effect. But
It is
they,
a fact.
They the richest generation.
yeah, it makes sense.
People
They created
born between
most stuff.
1946 and 1964
Okay.
are the richest generation.
so it's like, and basically,
AKA baby boomers.
yeah. So they pretty much like hold all the wealth, and they pretty much like taught us kind of just like, hey, you need to go to school, go to whoop de whoop. But at the same time, it's just like what they basically did was like, yeah, you gotta do all this shit, but they got their bread and then they pulled the ladder. So now us millennials are just looking like, bro, we doing what y'all as kids is like, we doing what y'all told us to do, like, but shit is not adding up.
It's true too. Yeah, it's true.
I mean, that is true, but at the same time, like, but I believe that they're the ones that exactly they the ones that appreciate Steve. They the ones that pretty much like put the formula in place.
But that's because that's the formula they
Because
got,
it was
though.
the generation before, so that goes back to my point. Like the generation now that are parents and all that shit, like what was the influence of that generation had a big influence on that upbringing too. Like the 90s and all that shit had a big influence on the 30 and mid 30-year-olds right now and the early 2000s and all that. So
Yeah.
right. So my thing is like you saying the baby boomers pushed that, they kind of had no choice really but to kind of push that.
And if it works, why wouldn't you push it?
But it don't work. That's the thing, though.
Now it don't work because things have changed.
It never, it like it, bro. Like it, I don't think it ever worked. Like it was never the plan for the shit to trickle down for us, bro. Like again, it goes back to my point of greed. Like I feel like it was like they pretty much like took everything up for themselves and left us with nothing. Nothing.
That's not a fact, bro. That's not true.
Nah, I
You
mean,
saying nothing has worked since the baby boomers.
A lot of that.
what's
lot has
worked?
worked.
What's worked? Minimum wage is still
what
seven.
has-
Minimum wage is still $7.25, bro.
Nah.
Like people are out here with houses still.
Minimum wage is like
Yeah, but you gotta think about.
$15.
But you gotta. Where is minimum wage $15?
There's somebody in
man,
a
everywhere,
Chick-fil-A
yeah.
line right now making
Bro, that's
16.
not minimum wage. Federal minimum wage is $7.25.
I don't know.
I think here is like 8 something.
We can
Either
we can
way,
look it
bro,
up.
But yeah,
Look,
like,
either way, that's not something that's livable. Think about
That's
like
not the baby boomers' fault though. That
Yes,
the fact
it is. How is it
minimum
not?
Why would that be their fault that minimum wage is still $8.50?
why hasn't so
I
you
get what you
so
saying.
who's
you
pro,
trying to
so
connect the
how
two. You saying they really in charge of this shit that's going on right now?
exactly?
Because they started everything.
Nah,
back
that's
in the
not
day.
true. That's not true.
Is that
I
what
mean,
you trying to say?
I get what he's saying as far as like banking and you know what I'm saying, like all that shit. But and if the baby
Banking, bro,
boomers
the
is
baby
from
boomers don't run
1946 to 1964,
They just got old money.
then that's shit segregation, like all that shit. So that's when technology first kind of boomed off a little bit. So I mean,
But
I
again,
don't think they had a choice.
so
But to call it
Okay,
greed,
let
it's
me.
like-
Okay, let's.
no, it's
hear it.
definitely
That's
like you
like
can't
saying every
you can't like
generation's
you
greedy.
can't. I don't think every generation is greedy. I don't think millennials are like a greedy generation. Like I can't like I mean there's greedy people of course, but I think as a generation as a whole, like I don't believe that we are greedy. Like I don't think that's how we like look at things.
Okay, break it down. What's the difference between today's generation and the baby boomers?
Well, I think the biggest difference between today's generation is that basically it's just. You think so?
It was a different message too. It was more chase your dreams and go to school when the kids couldn't afford to go to school back then. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people couldn't afford it.
You talking about now?
60s and 40s and all that stuff, so they chased their dream and made it.
Yeah,
Chase the dreams versus going to school.
I feel like it was harder back then.
The money they send that kid to school, to college, to, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they get to their level, which is still good for you, but it's not going to get you to chase your dream level.
So you saying entrepreneurship was higher in the baby boomer generation than it is now? I don't know. Might have to disagree with that.
Yeah, I might disagree. I feel like we got a lot more opportunity to do stuff, and it's very visible that there's a lot more opportunity. So therefore, since this is available to you, but you got to figure out how to do all this shit yourself, we're gonna raise the prices, and you're gonna be forced to figure it out. And some people just can't figure it out.
But I mean, you got to think back in the day when they had recessions. They recessions was damn near like great droughts type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now,
That was in the 30s. And the only other recession we had was probably like '08.
motherfuckers didn't feel like it the same. It kind of felt like it, but it
We
wasn't.
was just in a recession actually, bro. We still kind of.
You know, you still in high school, so you didn't feel the recession. But my point
My
is,
mom
like,
did because I know my mom like she lost her job at that point, so it was just like I mean, and mind you, it was just my mom literally probably like bought her house for like 4 years prior. So just imagine having that and then losing your job in the midst of all of that housing market crash and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
I mean, like I probably as a kid didn't feel it, but I know my mom
that's
felt
what
it.
more so I meant.
Okay, let me ask y'all, bro. Okay, let's narrow it down to our community, right? As far as the baby boomer generation and our generation and our community, right? Like Latino, brown, whatever. You feel like they pulled the ladder on us, the baby boomer? Do you feel like they got super successful,
No,
like you saying, and then
no.
okay, so what from that were you expecting them to pass to us differently?
Shit.
Especially if they didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have super success. What differently was they
I
supposed
mean,
to?
it's like I feel like if I look back at like my mom's generation, like my mom only taught me what she knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think us as black people, I mean, obviously, like in the grand scheme of things, it has to do with not just us. It has to deal with us, brown people, white people, all sorts of things. But if I'm just us, it's like obviously it's different for just us because not a lot of us were able to have the type of success that probably like most white people had in that time period. So a lot of, I mean, I'm not saying that there weren't successful black people or anything like that,
Right.
but in a sense, I feel like the way I grew up was more so just like you need to go to school so you can get a good job, get good grades, whoop de whoop. I did that. I mean, granted, I dropped out, but I did that. But at the same time, it's just like what truly has come of it. I mean, I know we all know somebody that is around our age that has graduated with, like what I'm saying, even like somebody like Keith, like graduated with like masters, all that stuff, and then not be able to find that opportunity to pretty much do what,
That specific job.
you know what I'm saying, do that specific job or do what we was told to do. Like, hey, you need to go to school. So it's like I did what you told me to do, but I get here and then, granted some places you gotta work your way up, but at the same time, it's just like I did all this work, did all this knowledge, and then I go to a business that, in my field, and it's just like, hey, you don't have the experience. And I feel like part of me, then this is just my personal opinion, I feel like it's just one of those things where I feel like a lot of people that are older than us don't want to give up those spots. And I feel like I feel like that's one of the biggest things that we've kind of experienced as millennials is just doing what we were told to do, getting there just for us to be like, you don't meet what we need, even though like I did what society told me to do. They said this is what you do, type deal.
You feel like that's the
Right, but,
disconnect?
I mean, it's also a flip side to that as well. I believe because it's like society can tell you to do this, but it goes back to your community and your upbringing as well. So it's like if you're a master at motherfucking arts and crafts, you get what I'm saying? Society don't tell you to attack that. Your parents, your community, or whatever, they're the ones that mostly like push you to attack that if you want to be a big artist. Or even with sports, you know what I'm saying? If you're really good in sports and your parents give you that much support to where, you know what I'm saying, they pushing you at the highest level or whatever, society's not telling you to do that. But also sometimes you gotta have that mental to follow your passion as well.
No,
You get what
you
I'm saying?
definitely
So if you go to school and you get a degree, don't major in nothing that you probably not really interested in really doing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's situational to where something may happen to where you don't do this or you're not making as much like you said. But some people take it a step farther and some people actually do got degrees to make money. You can't tell a doctor that their degree didn't matter when society told them to do it, and they living out however they want to live out. So sometimes I think it's situational, but for the majority, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, it's situational for sure because my master's degree ain't make shit. So that's why I ain't even pursue that shit. Because starting off doing that, it's not what I needed to make. So it's like I went to school all that time. I just feel like it's like you said, community based. Like,
Do you feel like that you could have like stuck it out a little bit? Pause. Do you feel like you could have like
Crazy.
Stuck
pursue
what
it a
out,
little bit
Ray?
longer.
Pursue it, nah.
Niggas is
Due to circumstances, nah.
Okay,
Circumstantial wise,
that's-
nah, but
that's
like-
probably due to certain circumstances because the person in your field probably makes however much because that's the main reason
Yeah.
that you particularly chose that field to get your master's.
No,
in.
but like I chose that field because I liked it, not because I didn't learn about, you feel me, how much I was going, which is my fault. You feel me? I could have dug more into that, but like I'm looking at it from like these people up here are making this much, which goes back to Bandy's point.
Yeah,
So when I got my master's in, so let's say, boom, I passed my test, got my master's degree. Out the gate, I ain't making nothing. You feel me? But somebody might be making way more, but it took them like 7-8 years to get there.
But that goes back to my point kind of as well. So it's like they took it a further step because they stuck with it for 3 or 4 more years.
But I feel
You
like
get
a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
people probably aren't getting those opportunities just to even start. Like I feel,
That's my point. Like they stuck it out 7-8 years because they could though. But what if you can't afford to do that? So I went to school and did what I wanted to do, but I can't afford to just sit here and settle for that because everything's so expensive now. And even the people like when I say like I did athletic training, I got my master's in athletic training. So my last preceptor was at K-State. You feel me? He's head AT.
Yeah,
And then he's regional. He's like the regional manager. So everybody reports to him in the region that's like works at a college. You
Yeah.
feel me? So, but he took on the regional manager because like he had to, so he could take care of, himself and his wife. All right. That's before the kid even came into play. But you have
Yeah.
to do 3 extra things. You feel me? And it's better for you to work on salary than hourly because you're going to make more off salary even though you put in all this extra work. Like, we all done play sports. Y'all know y'all athletic trainer
yeah.
is they work OT every day. You feel me? They working hard as hell every day. You feel me? Like, you got to really love the job. But if you find yourself in a good position, it makes sense. One of my clinical
Yeah, so-
rotations,
yeah,
bro.
that's pretty much why I said it was situational. You know what I mean?
like,
But
So what do you tell kids now? Like, what would you tell your son? Would you tell him go to school or no?
I would tell him do what he want to do, but also it's a fine line, bro. You gotta like, cause while you say it's situational, like all these nurses don't want to be nurses. They just want the lifestyle. You feel me? You can tell a doctor, you just said you can't tell a doctor like my degree don't mean nothing. Did they want to be a doctor or did they do it for the money and the lifestyle? You feel me? Like not because they actually wanted to be a doctor. So it's like it's levels to it. Like every situation is different.
But the thing is, like, you can't sit there and say that they do it for money or a lifestyle. Like,
Yeah, I feel like you'll
everybody
never know that.
chooses to do what they want to do for.
I'm not saying they are, but I said it is some people. Like I know, nurses. You
Bruh,
know
I
people
know
who
what
ain't.
you- I know what you
know
mean,
what I'm
but
saying.
then
I also
Like,
know a lot of, and I think
But you
I
can't say they don't care about people. You know what I mean?
no, a lot
I
of
ain't
these
say
nurses.
that. I'm
I
just
don't
saying
believe a lot
that's
of
not
these
what they
nurses care
really
about them
wanna
people.
do.
You're right
Some of
about
them
that. I
Some
agree
of
with-
them
I
don't.
agree
Like,
with you.
I think a lot of, especially a lot of like young nurses, bro. I think a lot of them just do that shit just for the bread because they know that, like you can make a decent piece of change. But I feel like, and I know
Ain't
that.
nothing
because-
wrong with that.
yeah.
I
That's what
mean,
I'm
no,
saying.
I think when it comes to healthcare, to me, I definitely think that I think when it comes to healthcare specifically in that field, you have to have a level of care for what you do. And I only know this because obviously my fiance works, in that industry. And, like I hear all the time and like she can literally tell me like a lot of these people, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care. It's like, but it's a field where it's like they know they can probably make some bread. But I also feel like going back to, I feel like a lot of us kind of grew up looking at our parents kind of doing shit that they don't want to do.
But I do want to ask you, like you sit there and say, like they don't care. Like, have you ever not cared about like, your job, but you was really good at it?
Fuck yes.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about healthcare. I'm talking about healthcare
like
specifically, and they not good at it.
Hell yeah.
They don't be good at it.
I'm saying like healthcare, like in general. Like, what if you like the best doctor in the world, but you might got an attitude with your patients? That don't mean like you necessarily.
You might not even
care
have an
enough to
attitude. You
be-
might not care at all.
I'm saying,
You cared enough to, you know what I'm saying, be a nurse. You
but
cared
that come to
enough
my point. Like you don't care. Like it's not what
I
you
know what
want
you
to
mean,
do,
bro.
but like you feel me. I can guarantee you. Like I'm not gonna say I can guarantee you. That's a lie. But I think that over half of nurses don't care to be a nurse.
I don't know, bro.
Like
I don't know.
they all hate going to work.
I agree. 'Cause
There's
it's like-
nothing wrong with that. They good at their job.
That don't mean they don't care.
and
for
I see
people.
like I be
That
seeing
don't mean they
videos
don't
all
care
the
about
time, like,
people.
they do not be
but
caring
it's
about
not
them
like
people,
they.
bro.
I just know like how I was brought up. Like it's
niggas don't
what
know.
you want to do.
You niggas don't know.
Assumptions.
Look, it's what you want to do, but it's
I
also
got
like make
firsthand
sure
knowledge.
this is the way like I feel like my dad brought it to me. Like I always chase after what you want to do, but be smart about doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like is
Yeah.
what you want to do gonna cut it for you to live your life and do what you want to do, or take care of the people you got to take care of, or do you just want to do it? But at some point, like you can just want to do something and just do it because you want to do it, but then at some point, like it's not gonna cut it. It's gonna end if it's not beneficial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get it, bro.
What's like if y'all had to like look at an example of a community of, you know, things that are like collaborative, like if you could like pick just one example that you could like point to of like what you would want either us to kind of operate as, or just like overall just kind of like people as a whole.
I would say bring community centers back. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, facts.
when I grew up, bro, like you had community centers in almost every single neighborhood. People took care of the kids. You had the YMCAs that was open. You know what I'm saying? And I think they took that away from kind of the youth. They closed swimming pools. You know what I'm saying? There was local swimming pools damn near on every side of the city. And I think they just took the youth really away from the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why can't I go outside to a park where I'm going to meet, you know, a lot more kids?
Y'all think
Instead,
that's
you gotta-
strategic? Like, there's a purpose for that?
And then they wonder why the crime goes up. It's like
Nah,
kids can't even have fun
facts,
outside
bruh.
no more. You know what I'm saying? You could ride past a house in a neighborhood right now. You probably gonna see one or two basketball goals in somebody's driveway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you ride through a neighborhood, you might barely see kids outside throwing a football, playing around. I get hype as fuck when I do.
No,
you know
me
what I'm
too.
saying? I'd be like, damn.
I'd be so
I'm
happy.
glad
I'd
they
be like,
still
I'm
out.
proud of
That's
y'all
true.
niggas, bro. Y'all outside,
what?
y'all playing.
No,
Yeah.
no, because they really ain't got shit to do. And sometimes I'll be wondering, like, how do they be getting a hold of all these guns and shit?
You know,
Bro, I
you
think a
know
lot of
how
that.
they-
you
I,
know
but
how they
I
get
feel like a
hold
lot
of
of that
it,
shit, bro. Like I feel like a
know
lot
how
of
they
that
get
shit, especially like kids nowadays, bro. Like I feel like a lot of that shit falls on the parents because the parents don't care. I feel like a lot of parents, bro, they just be trying to just slap a tablet in front of them and just be like, all right, bro, go ahead.
You
leave me
know what
alone."
though, bro? I agree to a degree with that, bro. But it's kind of what we was talking about. You give what you was given, right? So I don't know if they just don't care or they don't know what else to pass down outside of passing a tablet to keep this kid to sit still, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or to keep them out of trouble. I'd rather I don't know if I would, but if I'm a parent, just from a parent's perspective, if it's give the kid an iPad or let them go out and be with the niggas that's robbing shit and stepping on shit, that's different.
They ain't the same age. Like, motherfuckers out here killing this shit. They 13, 14, 15, all that.
Them
You
niggas
ain't giving
is
no
on tablet.
13-year-old no
But I feel
iPad.
like that kind of stems from like it, I think
Them
it's
kids
like
wasn't grown. They didn't grow up with the here, take this tablet and sit down.
Okay, you right.
I got
So it's-
nephews that's 17. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe not.
They didn't grow up like they was from 2008. You got to think from 2008 on up. Like these kids that's probably like 10, 12 on down now, probably.
But bro,
They
you
probably grew
got
up with the
people,
tablets.
you got 9, 10, 11-year-olds in the streets, bro.
Yeah,
That's not like
based off they.
them
But
niggas is not too young. Them niggas,
Niggas
is
is
in the
bad.
streets, bro. Like
They
it's the community though. Like
they ain't
you
no-
feel me?
they
It's people who
sit
they
your ass
looking
down
up
with a
to.
tablet.
it's really because they ain't got
young,
shit
though.
else to
You
do.
know what
I'm
I
just
mean?
saying, if you got an option as far as a parent, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Nah,
you know,
but I
if you
feel like
got-
that
if you got
option. I
different
think the
opportunities to
option is
provide.
to spend time with your kid, bro.
Yeah, I
I
feel
feel
like
you, bro.
just
But if
gotta-
if you didn't spend time with your parents, if that wasn't a thing with their parents and their parents,
Then I probably would be out. Like I probably would be out. Like in this. Like I know me personally, bro. Like if my mom wasn't on me as much as she was, bro. If my mom, as much as I'm like, bro, like leave me alone to my mom when I was like a teenager and stuff,
Right.
bro. Like as an adult, bro, like I appreciate the fact that she was always just trying to talk to me, bro. Because I feel like a lot of these kids, like they not being talked to,
Right.
and I feel like they parents probably wasn't talked to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say like it's more than just like, hey, give them a tablet. Just like nah, like you gotta talk to, you gotta be involved.
Yeah.
Like with kids,
have
bro.
conversations.
Have
Like,
conversations,
I
like
think
see how
that,
they feeling type shit.
I'm just saying they may not know how to do that. Is what I'm saying.
And
Like, their
I,
parents.
again, I
In
think
a
that's
proper
a
way, you
and that's
know?
a problem.
And also
Right. You know
have
what
your
I'm saying?
kids occupied, bro. Like put your kids in sports, put them in stuff that they're interested in. Like have them occupied to where they're not thinking about, I'm just gonna be out here just doing whatever comes my way.
Let me
you know what I'm
ask you, bro,
saying?
what
Like
if-
give some type of direction.
What
And
if the
I don't
parent
mind
can't
it's
afford it?
dangerous. Again, I think that's where we lost community in shit like that. And
You feel like somebody in this community should
Cause
step
like,
up
cause
to
I
you.
think I grew up in, well, I ain't gonna say just I know like we grew up in a time where, well, Keith, you kind of, you know,
Yeah, y'all a little old.
but nah, it's like you grew up like, you know what I'm saying, like
Shot straight
at certain times, bro. Like if I wanted to play like a certain sport, it was always like somebody that was like when I played baseball, it was I'm like, hey, my mom was a single mom. So it's just like you had people within the community that was just like,
true.
hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry
That's how
about it.
I
Like I
started playing
got you.
sports, too.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got you type shit. So it's like just small shit like that, bro, goes a super long way. And I think at some point in time, I feel like we kind of lost that, especially like, you know, like in the black community. I feel like we kind of lost that. And that's why like I always say like it's a small sense of morality when you just being able to look out for each other type shit.
Yeah, so I do want to ask, like, you did ask, like, hey, what if the parent can't afford it? Do y'all ever think, like, sometimes, like, shit be, like, self-sabotage? Like, hey, they can't afford it because of actually
They be
what they
bullshitting.
doing. Like, this person's actually on drugs.
No, absolutely.
That's probably why they can't afford it. You get
It
what I'm
could be
saying? Or
that.
this,
It could be that.
or this person got 4 or 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? They can't afford it. Or they might... I don't want to get too much into it.
That's
but
what I was about to
it's a lot of reasons of why, you know, people can't
Yeah.
afford it, and sometimes it's because of self.
But that's why I
Sometimes
think
it
it's
is.
important to have, you know, I think it's important to just have, you know, people that see what's going on and be able to, if anything, like when it comes to just kids that just are able to just protect the kids, bro. If no matter what, like the kids is all right, even if it's just like, hey, bro, come over here, bro. Make sure you got something to eat. You know what I'm saying? You got a
But
crib to
how-
stay in.
Like
type
saying
shit.
that though, like how important do y'all think like mentorship is like nowadays?
I think it's extremely.
I think it's extremely important, especially when we talk about like on the street level, bro. That shit is very pivotal, bro. I've personally seen niggas die just from being misguided, bro, by the older generation. Maybe it was some shit that worked back in they day, and they sent the nigga out to do that, and it did not work, bro, and they lost their life behind that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these is school kids, bro. These is niggas that smart, book smart, actually got futures ahead of them,
Yeah.
all of that shit, bro. And just because a nigga got tenured in the streets and shit like that, bro, he can make that call, bro, and send a young nigga out and do some shit like that, bro, and throw his whole life away. You feel me? So just from that level all the way up into business, bro. Business, you need a mentor too. You know what I'm saying? It's a roadmap in a sense, bro. You need that. You know?
Yeah.
I think we're missing the part where, especially like, you know what I'm saying, just like on like some niggas that be in the street, there was a point in time where there was like legit like rules to it.
Absolutely.
It's
A lot
like,
of
you know what I'm saying,
structure to it.
like kids off limits, you know what I'm saying, people's like, you know what I'm saying, all that shit was off limits. And especially like when you knew somebody that's like you can see, because a lot of like the OGs that we probably grew up with, they see like, hey, nah, like, hey, bro, you good with the football shit, bro. Like, go on, you don't need to be doing this. Like, go on over there. Like, that's one thing, like, even in the community, because I'm type of person, bro, I respect everybody's hustle, bro.
Right.
I ain't never gonna be mad at you.
At all, bro.
But at the same time, it's still got to be rules of engagement too. And I can always respect somebody who you doing some shit, but at the same time, it's just like you know how to protect people at the same time. It's just like, nah, you don't need to be over here
youngins
type
nowadays,
shit.
They like, man,
They don't care about
we
the
ain't- we ain't
mentors.
got no
Yeah.
OGs. You
They
know
don't
what I mean?
care
Like,
about an
yeah.
OG.
I don't know if
And they
about
need
the
them.
OG.
That's the part about it. They need
and
them.
vice versa, bro. The OGs need them too, bro. Look, I think it's like we was talking about, bro. The ego part, right? I don't think they necessarily don't care about the OGs. I think they just understand what they passing down. They ain't working. It's not it. It's not
Yeah.
of benefit to them. Now, if an OG comes up to them and gives them wisdom, bro, and actually gives them game on how to move a certain way to get out of the streets, if they have to be in the streets, and that's different, bro. I think they would be more open to listening to that than somebody trying to tell them how they used to move and shit like that, bro. I think.
And I think part of that's because of the way of society has moved forward to the point to where these young kids they can do the
fast
same
Making
money.
more.
Bruh,
They
they can
making
do
more.
the same thing that you did in the 90s, more discreet,
Yeah.
and make 10 times more than what you did. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I know y'all
OG
see
back because you never seen 1.1 in cash.
Nah, facts.
OG, you probably seen $300,000-$400,000. So
Yeah.
back like
Yeah.
No, y'all
can't
be
I
tell
feel
seeing
like
me
videos,
I feel like
bro.
some OGs can't take it. They don't like it, you know.
Yeah.
So they might not even give game. They might be reluctant, or they might hate on a young, you know.
I definitely
and I think
feel like
that's
there's a
a big
disconnect.
part of it too, because I think like if more of the older generations like kind of like pass the torch down to the younger generations on some like, here, I'm here to help you rather than I'm here to tell you how to do shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to guide you on how you gonna do shit rather than, trying to tell you exactly what to do.
Yeah.
What's
just here to be a voice of reason, bro. You know.
No,
Yeah.
right.
So I know we probably about not too long before. So I wanted to kind of like, obviously we just been chopping it up. I think what's
Pause.
I want to be some, because I said chopping it up.
Freak ass nigga.
I ain't know what chopping it up could mean, but all right. But like also like I'm a firm believer in like being solution based.
Right.
So it's just like
If you know, you know.
that must be a Louisville thing.
That's crazy.
Nah.
He's crazy.
Nah, just keep going.
I do want to be like, I always kind of just try to at least be solution
Yeah,
based.
that's pause. My fault.
They being childish, bro. Get your shit.
Nah, he said you said chopping it up. Now I get what you said.
So,
That's kind of pause.
I would say keep going. I know I ain't tripping, bro. Like,
But yeah, good community based.
But I ain't even what I said.
Oh,
They're not even listening. Man.
But nah, like I do kind of like what are some things like, even if it's just like us kind of just like kind of putting actions to words like within the city, like what do you think there's some things that we could possibly do within the city to kind of bring back that sense of community for whether it be the young kids, whether it be people our age, even if it's just us sharing knowledge with like older people? Like what are some of the things y'all think that us four could possibly do to kind of give back, even if it's just in our city?
Show niggas that it's okay to work together, bro. You feel me? Show niggas that it'll actually work if you actually work together and you put egos
I was
aside.
gonna say that.
It should, yeah, I bet. It's about demonstration, bro. Niggas just got to see it. It's been a lot of niggas come through here and talk about what they gonna do, about how we should do this, how we should do that, but it's been no action, you know what I'm saying, behind it. So I think, well, I ain't gonna say it's been no action. It's people that get active, bro. But as far as what we can do, you know what I'm saying, I feel like that's just showing. Keep doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Showing that it's okay to collaborate on both high levels and low levels. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on it.
Yeah.
I agree with Vic.
I'm gonna say
Nah, give you a
right.
perspective.
I'm gonna say nah. Just Based off what he said, keep doing what we doing though. Based off what, nah. I mean, what Vic had said was,
In other words,
nah, but keep doing what we doing in the sense of like, yeah, it's people that's been saying like they gonna do this and that and they haven't did it, but we also witnessed, bro. Like we a year into this shit, we done seen so many people start to do things just because you feel me, they see us being consistent. Like so, I feel like that's a big thing in the community anyway. Somebody has to like be that front runner, show an example that you feel me, you can do whatever you put your mind to type. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, I feel you.
starts there, but as far as like deeper into that, we can do things within different communities. Like we can have certain events like that actually means something though. Like it got to be intentional things. Like I mean, turkey drive. You feel me? Feeding the homeless. or
Trying to
something
feed
like
the
that.
community. Yeah, I remember Marshawn did that on the sideline.
yeah.
You know they be giving the homeless people haircuts and shit.
I can't cut hair.
I
Yeah,
would
shit,
want
their
you
hair
to
ain't
cut
cut.
my hair. Bandy couldn't be a barber, bro.
Bandy, your cut's
He's
gonna be
too-
better than what they got.
He's too unserious. Nah,
You better
Bandy
be
type,
grateful, bro.
he
Like,
type fuck it up. I'm just cut you bald.
it was worse than what it was with before you. He goes,
I ain't trying to cut nobody here,
grab
bro.
the side of your lip, bro.
Bump.
T, what you think, bro? What's your perspective on it, as far as what we can do in the community?
What we can do is start with the people closest to you. You know, you're influence to all your branches, and your branches can affect people who are next to them. It's the quickest way to reach another person, is through a person. So it's all about what you do at home. It brings the community together in the first place. We was talking the other day, remember, and I think, you know, home is the root of the community.
Yeah.
It starts in the home because you have high tier, low tier, and you can't make up a story that's not true outside. Not true. You know, some people don't have parents. Some people, you know, can't afford it because of the drugs. Everything you can think of as a kid in your community going through that.
Nah, facts.
So, you know, what ties back to Bandy, which is, you know, banding together, whatever it is, food, job, even high business. You know what I'm saying? I've seen good and bad, but yeah, it starts at the home, man. It starts at the home and it starts with the father.
The father, I feel it. I respect that.
He said everything I. No, I'm just playing. Man, you only. How was I gonna say this? You only as valuable as the knowledge you acquire. You feel me? Like, so I just think learning adds on to that. The more you learn, the more you can do for other people.
I feel like that's our role as men, is to pass the knowledge of which I feel like
Yeah,
our
like,
like
I
our
feel like
biggest.
we should teach the youth like what we doing.
Yeah.
How to do exactly what we're doing, whether it's cameras, you know what I'm saying, public speaking, whatever you can do to help the youth, I think it'll be vital.
But also, I think just piggybacking off of that, like, even if it's on just to add on top of that, just teaching them just something new, but also just being able to just talk to them, like, you know what I'm saying, just how you feeling type shit. Because I feel like I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of kids out there that's just like walking around that probably feel some type of way, don't know how to express it. Nobody's even ever asked them like, how do you feel type shit. And I think kind of on top of, you know, like teaching, being able to just share our knowledge and teach them new things, but also being somebody that just like care, you know what I'm saying? Like just a simple fact of just caring. And I think as a society, bro, like I feel like a lot of people just stop caring, you know what I'm saying? And I think if we just, especially when it comes to kids, bro, just showing them that you care. Like, even if you sad, bro, like we could talk about it. Like, I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you some, like, if you're willing to listen, like I'll, you know what I'm saying, I'll give you the consequences of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if you did this, it might happen. But you could do what you want to do. But end of the day, man, I feel like just something as simple as that, just showing that you care, can go a long way. And it might stop kids, just that one simple conversation can probably stop them from a world of shit.
For real. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The rap love the kids, man.
I do want to ask y'all one more thing, bro.
Did you answer?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought I did, yeah.
He went first.
I just make sure everybody. Did you?
He said he agreed with Vic.
Nah, okay, I'm gonna ask you, Ray. Right? Yeah, because you did. You just agreed with me.
Then I said pass it down to you. Go ahead.
How important? Okay, how important do you think it is for a man to have like some form of like an accountability system with his guy, like the men around him, like they can hold him accountable, bro? How important do you think that is for a man to have?
I think it's very, very important because it'll show like who you are as a person as well. So it's all about how you take people holding you accountable. You know what I'm saying? How you respond to that. But for the most part, I think you will want people around you to hold you accountable for everything. You know what I'm saying? So
You feel like most men have that around them?
Nah.
hell no. I feel like the ones that are out here doing pretty much whatever feel like that they can do whatever. You know what I mean? And I feel like that they have always been their whole life probably always been told yes this, yes that. They do this, get in trouble, like no type of punishment, anything.
Yeah.
So I think that I don't want to be around anybody that don't want to take any accountability, or if I try to hold them accountable, they react negative,
personal
or
and shit.
somebody that don't think that they can be wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I really think that everybody should have, even females, like they should have girlfriends around them
Yeah.
that can be able to hold them accountable without them feeling some type of way about it.
How do
That's a
you
good answer.
how do you handle people like that? Like for me, like once you don't take accountability, I have a conversation right with you, like right then and there, like, nah, bro, like you gotta take accountability for it, bro. Like you gotta boom, boom, boom. If they react the wrong way to me saying that, I'm like, I'm straight.
Yeah,
Like I'm
facts.
cool.
You feel like it's no point anymore.
There's no point. Like I'm not even finna treat you the same because I know how
Because
that's
you
gonna be
should-
a
Is this
domino
men
effect.
and women or just men?
This is anybody who's living and breathing.
Because you should understand why you've been held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna say like hold you accountable for nothing you shouldn't be held accountable.
If I consider you a friend, I feel like that's our agreement. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we got in this knowing that we gonna hold each other accountable.
Fact.
And if we not doing that, what's the point, bro? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Sometimes it take people some time to sit on it, and they gotta,
Of course.
which comes with the, it's a process.
Yeah.
But like, nah,
Yeah.
you
You're
feel
just
me?
not
Like,
receptive at all.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I think
cool.
also accountability just shows a sign of maturity too, bro. Like it just because a lot,
integrity.
huh?
Integrity. That's, I mean,
That too,
face.
too. But man, you damn sure right. There's a lot of people out here that just be doing shit, bro, and just really feel like they don't have no type of consequences for what they do.
Yeah. They're
So-
dangerous.
Extremely dangerous.
Never let your nigga crash out. Never.
I definitely crashed
What
out.
if you got two crash outs? Y'all gonna crash out together?
That's what a lot of niggas is doing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a friend that's a crash out. But I feel like that friend that's the crash out needs the friends that can kind of hold them together at the same time, though. Because sometimes it's like,
I don't
hey,
need no crash out niggas around me.
You a crash
None.
out?
Right. You. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
You said,
114.
oh,
Hour 14.
yeah. Yeah, one of them just gonna be 10. So I kind of already gave the. I kind of already gave the quote. Y'all got any more quotes?
What's the quote?
I say you only is
nah,
valuable as
the
knowledge
quote
you
of the
acquire.
day is what T just said.
What he say?
What he say? You can't tell a story that ain't true? Man, he forgot his name.
That was not it. That was the same thing, man.
Nah, that shit was. I think that's what he said. Moral of the story, man. You can't write a story that
Can I
ain't
say
true.
my dad joke real
Yeah.
quick?
What you got? Let him rock, bro. Let him get his shit off.
The one I just said. The one that said. What do you call a Mexican with a rubber toe?
Ah, man, this guy, bro.
Toe.
Follow me at
A rubber toe.
She's over here thinking.
Roberto.
Right. Go ahead.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of The Rap.
T got high IQ.
He said he got high IQ.
Nah, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Rap Podcast, man. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the Entertainment Collective on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at the.entertainment.collective, as well as the Rap Pod _, I think. Or it's _ the Rap Podcast. The underscore is either in the front or the back. Either way. Also, feel free to follow me as well at BandyII. Ray?
Just follow me. Just watch the last episode. You know where to follow me at.
Look at your cool ass.
Listen, niggas do not know how to market.
I ain't check nobody today, but follow me at AK Wallet 0 and then AK the Shooter. Feel me? Check out that content.
Follow me at _ Terry on Instagram.
Fitness page.
What's the fitness page?
What's the fitness page?
The fitness page.
You don't know.
Fitness page, you called it out.
It's your page. Nigga. I'm trying to make sure you shout out your page, bro. I'm holding you
You know what
accountable.
I'm saying, man?
The
If you
links in
want
the
I'm holding
workout
you
tips,
accountable, bro.
workout videos, man, Vic got you covered.
The link's in the bio.
Links in the bio. Meal plans and all
Try
this
it
play.
Nah, fuck no.
Try it without
Fuck no.
the